Hey everyone, and welcome. Welcome to this little corner of the internet, this safe space where we don't judge, we just chat. I'm Liam.
And I'm Emma. And Liam, when you say little corner, do you mean like the cozy armchair in the corner of a coffee shop that smells like old books and has a wobbly table?
Yes, exactly that. And there's a slight draft from the door, but you don't care because the coffee is perfect. That's what we're going for here. A place to make sense of the wonderfully messy, ever-changing world of English.
And today, we're tackling something that can feel like a secret code: modern slang. You hear it on TikTok, in songs, in your nephew's text messages, and you think, wait, does that mean what I think it means? We're going to break it down.
Right. So, picture this in your mind. You're at a casual get-together. Someone says, "That party was so lit," and you smile and nod. But inside, you're like, lit? Like, did someone have a fire? Was there excellent lighting?
Or someone tells you they got ghosted, and you immediately get this mental image of a Halloween party gone very wrong. We've all been there. That feeling of confusion, maybe even a little FOMO, that's fear of missing out, by the way, on the cultural conversation.
Before we dive into the nitty-gritty, we have to do the traditional ask. If you find these conversations helpful, if they make you feel a little more confident, would you take 2 seconds to hit that subscribe or follow button? It really helps us reach more learners.
And here's your reflection challenge for today. I want you to complete this sentence in the comments. The one slang word I hear all the time but am not totally sure about is Just drop it in there. It's for you, it's for us, and it might just be the topic of a future episode.
Love it. Okay, deep breath. Slang time. Emma, I have to be honest, I'm the one who's usually the relatable human here. I'm the one who misuses things.
Oh, I have a story for you that is going to make you feel so much better. This is about ghosting. So, a few years ago, before I really knew the term, I had this terrible dating app experience. I went on a perfectly nice date. We had good chat, no sparks, fine. He said he'd text me. He never did. I was hurt and confused. I remember telling my friend he just disappeared. Poof, like a magician. But disappeared. Poof, like a magician.
Last? Oh no.
And my friend, who was a native 20-something, just stared at me and said, "Emma, he ghosted you." And I said, "He what? Did he become a spirit? Is this a supernatural event?" I felt so old and out of the loop. I was like, that's a thing? That has a name? People just ghost FIFA? It was both validating and infuriating. Validating because it named the nonsense, infuriating because it named the nonsense. It's so common, it has a name.
That's the perfect vulnerable story. Because it's not just about knowing the word, it's about knowing you're not crazy for experiencing that social phenomenon. So many people know exactly how that feels. Ghosting isn't just a word, it's a description of a very specific, very modern kind of passive-aggressive rejection. Let's define it properly for our listeners. Ghosting is the practice of ending all communication and contact with someone unexpectedly and without explanation, typically in a romantic context, but it can be friendships too.
Exactly, and the key is the without explanation. It's different from just losing touch. The intentional, sudden cutoff. It's a behavior, and the slang is the label for that behavior.
So, we have our first slang term, ghosting. A verb. He totally ghosted me after the third date. Let's keep that one in our back pocket. Now, where do we even start with all this? There are thousands of slang words.
Right? Let's not try to list them all. That's a dictionary, not a conversation. Instead, let's think in categories, or habits, as you said. Habit 1, the language of approval and excitement.
Yes, this is the fun stuff. That's fire, that's lit, that's awesome, that's bussin'. All these words are basically modern upgrades to cool or great.
And they have subtle differences. Fire and lit are often interchangeable for something amazing. A performance can be fire, a party can be lit, but bussin' is more often about food. This pizza is bussin' means it's incredibly tasty.
I love that bussin' is food specific. It's like your taste buds are having a party. So the habit here is we use hyperbolic, sensory words to express strong positive feeling. It's more emotional than just good.
And it's generational. My nephew will text me a meme and just say bussin' in the caption. I'm like, is the meme about food or is the meme itself delicious? I still don't know.
See? That's the learning curve. Okay, habit 2. The language of dismissiveness or low-key insult. This is a whole family. Cringe, salty, basic.
Oh, this is where I accidentally caused offense once. I was at work describing a colleague's overly complex email to a friend. I said, the whole thing was so extra. And my friend just winced and said, Emma, she can hear you. I had forgotten I was on speakerphone.
No. That's amazing.
I was mortified, but extra is such a useful word. It means doing the most, being unnecessarily over the top, flamboyant, or complicated. Her email had 3 paragraphs of preamble for a 2-sentence request. That is extra.
That's a perfect example. And cringe is the feeling you get from that extra thing. That TikTok trend is so cringe. It's secondhand embarrassment. Salty is different. Salty is being irritated, annoyed, or bitter over something small. Like if you lose a board game and you mope around for an hour saying, the dice were rigged, you're being salty.
Right, it's petty, unresolved irritation. And basic, that's a tricky one because it can be mean. It refers to someone who likes very mainstream, predictable things, pumpkin spice lattes, Ugg boots, the most popular pop song. But now people sometimes use it self-deprecatingly. Ugh, I know I'm so basic for loving this rom-com.
So the habit is, we use these one-word judgments to quickly categorize social behavior. It's efficient, but it can be harsh. You have to be careful with basic. It's not a compliment.
Which brings us to a crucial rule, Liam. Context is everything with slang. Who you're talking to, where you are, the social situation, lit at a festival, perfect. Lit in a formal business meeting, disaster.
Absolute disaster. So, regarding the Q3 projections, I think they're looking very lit. You'd get fired. Habit 3. The language of social media and dating apps. We already did ghosting. But there's catfishing.
Oh, that's a big one. This comes from the 2010 documentary and TV show. Catfishing is when you create a fake online identity, often using someone else's photos to deceive someone romantically or socially. I think he's catfishing me. The picture looks like a stock photo from a hiking website.
And then on the apps you have benching. This is like ghosting's cousin. It's when you keep someone on the sidelines, texting them just enough to keep them interested, but you're not seriously pursuing them. You're keeping them on the bench while you play the field.
It's a terrible, emotionally manipulative habit, but the slang perfectly captures the metaphor of treating people like players on a sports team.
And breadcrumbing is similar. That's when you drop little hints or signs of interest, hey, but you never commit to anything real. You're leaving a trail of breadcrumbs to keep them following.
It's all such a grim taxonomy of modern dating, isn't it? But having the words gives you power. You can say, I think I'm being benched, and someone will immediately understand the dynamic.
Exactly. It turns a confusing emotional experience into a defined social pattern. Habit 4, the language of showing off, but also, ironically, of humility, flexing.
Okay, this is a deep one. To flex means to show off your wealth, status, skills, or possessions. He posted a picture of his new car just to flex. It has a negative connotation. It's seen as tacky or arrogant. But then it got complicated. People started using it ironically. If you post a picture of your sad half-eaten sandwich and caption it flexing on the haters, you're not really flexing. You're making fun of the concept of flexing. It's a joke.
And then there's humble brag. That's not slang per se, but it's related. That's when you pretend to be modest while actually bragging. I'm so tired from flying private to the Maldives. That's a humble brag. It's a flex that's trying to look like it's not a flex.
The habit is, we have a whole lexicon for talking about status and performance, and much of it is layered with irony. You have to read the tone to know if someone is seriously flexing, ironically flexing, or calling someone else out for flexing.
Which is so hard for learners. The sarcasm and irony are thick. Habit 5, the language of agreement and dismissal. This is where things like bet, deadass, no cap, and fair come in.
Yes, bet is a huge one. It means, okay, sure, agreed, you're on. It's casual. Want to get pizza? Bet. It's like a more enthusiastic, confident yes.
And deadass is tricky because it has two meanings. Literally, it means seriously, or I'm not joking. I deadass forgot my keys. But in some contexts, especially in New York, it can just mean for real, synonymous with fair, short for real.
And no cap means no lie, for real. I'm being truthful. That is the best singer alive. No cap. The opposite is cap or capping, which means lying. He said he met a celebrity, but that's cap.
This habit is all about sealing a deal in conversation. It's the verbal nod. It adds certainty or solidarity. That movie was amazing, frack. Bet let's go see it.
But again, context. No cap on a formal report? No. Bet to your professor when they assign homework? Terrible idea. These are for peers, for friends, for informal chats.
Habit 6, the ever-evolving short forms and abbreviations. We all know these. LOL, BRB, SMH. But the new wave is things like ISTG, I swear to God, ICM, ICY, W, win, loss, ratio, when a reply gets more likes than the original post, signifying it was better / more agreed with.
Ratio is fascinating. It started on Twitter. If you post something and someone replies with a witty takedown that gets 10K likes while your post has 2K, you've been ratioed. It means the crowd has judged your post as a loss.
And W and L are literally just win and loss. That basketball shot, total W. Forgot my phone at home? Big L. It's ultra efficient.
The habit here is extreme efficiency. These are often born in text-based social media where speed is everything. They're about packing maximum meaning into minimum characters.
And finally, habit 7, the language of vibes. This is a big category. Vibes or vibe itself. That place has good vibes. It's an atmospheric feeling.
And then drip for style, fit for outfit. Check out his fit. The drip is insane. Glow up for a dramatic improvement in appearance or situation. She had a major glow up since high school.
Main character energy is a recent one. It means carrying yourself with the confidence and centrality of a protagonist in a story. She walked into the room with main character energy. It can be positive or negative, arrogant or self-assured.
Sus, from suspicious, popularized by Among Us. His explanation for being late was sus. Chuggy was huge for a minute, meaning trying too hard in an uncool way. The opposite of trendy.
This habit is about describing abstract qualities of people, places, and things. It's less literal, more about a feeling or aura. It's very poetic in a way, but also fleeting. Chuggy already feels a bit dated, doesn't it?
It does. That's the other thing. Slang has a super short shelf life. What's fire today might be mid-mediary tomorrow. You have to keep your ear to the ground.
So we've covered a lot. But my big takeaway, Emma, is that slang isn't just random words. It's a toolkit. A toolkit for expressing emotion quickly, lit, salty, for describing complex social behaviors, ghosting, benching, for showing group belonging, bet, far, and for navigating the digital world, ratio, sus.
And a toolkit with very specific instructions. Read the room. Who are you with? Is it a text to your best friend or an email to your boss? The same word can be a warm hug or a career-limiting move.
I remember my big mistake was trying to use on fleek seriously in 2016. I thought it meant on point for your eyebrows. I told my sister, "Your brows are on fleek." And she just said, "Dad, stop trying to be cool. It's over."
The most painful feedback. It's over. You have to know when a word is past its expiration date.
So how do we practice? How do we get better without sounding like we're trying too hard?
First, listen. Consume media TV shows, YouTube, podcasts from the demographic you're interested in. Not to copy, but to hear the context. When is cap used as a joke? When is it serious?
Second, start small. Use them in safe spaces. Text a friend. See how it feels. Don't lead with, "That meeting was so cringe" to your boss.
And third, accept that you'll probably fumble. I did. Liam did. It's part of the process. The goal isn't to be a native slang spitter overnight. The goal is comprehension first, then cautious, authentic usage.
Which leads us perfectly into our word tour. We're going to review the key vocab from today. Clear, simple definitions, and you repeat them. Get ready.
First up, ghosting. Verb, ending all communication with someone suddenly and without explanation. Example 1, after 3 great dates, he just ghosted me. Example 2, I think my new coworker is ghosting my emails. Repeat, ghosting.
Lit, adjective. Amazing, exciting, excellent. Example 1, the concert last night was lit. Example 2, this new cafe has the lit coffee. Repeat, lit.
Flex. Verb, to show off, especially wealth or status. Example 1, he posted the yacht photo just to flex. Example 2, stop flexing your new phone, we get it. Repeat, flex.
Salty, adjective. Bitter, irritated, or resentful over a small issue. Example 1, he's still salty about losing the video game. Example 2, don't be salty just because you didn't get the last slice. Repeat, salty.
Bet, interjection. Okay, agreed for sure. Example 1, we're leaving at 8, bet. Example 2, that's the best idea, bet. Repeat, bet.
No cap, phrase. No lie, for real, I'm telling the truth. Example 1, that artist is the best, no cap. Example 2, I no cap need a vacation. Repeat, no cap need a vacation.
Ratio, verb/noun. On social media, when replies on engagement on a comment or post outweigh the original, signifying disapproval. Example 1, his controversial tweet got completely ratioed. Example 2, she replied with facts and totally ratioed him. Repeat, ratio.
Vibes, noun, plural. The general feeling or atmosphere of a person, place, or situation. Example 1, this park has such good vibes. Example 2, I'm getting bad vibes from this meeting. Repeat, vibes.
Drip, noun, impressive, expensive, or stylish clothing accessories. Example 1, check out his drip, those sneakers are fire. Example 2, her outfit has serious drip. Repeat, drip.
Sues, adjective. Short for suspicious, untrustworthy, or questionable. Example 1, his story about finding $100 seems sus. Example 2, that deal is sus, I wouldn't do it. Repeat, sues.
Wow, that's a solid toolkit. But remember, these are tools. You wouldn't use a sledgehammer to hang a picture. Choose your slang tool for the right job.
Absolutely. So here's your one tiny, actionable piece of advice for the week. Pick one word from our list that you feel comfortable with. Maybe it's bet or vibes. Use it intentionally once in a low-stakes situation. Text a friend. Just once. Feel how it lands. That's how you build muscle memory.
And be kind to yourself if it feels weird. It's a new skill. You are doing a great job just by being curious and engaging with the living language. English isn't a museum piece. It's a river. And slang is the playful, fast-moving current.
So, thank you for spending this cozy time with us. Remember to drop that slang word you're curious about in the comments. Subscribe, share with a friend who's also navigating this wild world of English, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye, everyone. Keep chatting, keep learning. And Liam,
Yeah?
your on fleek attempt was still funny.
It lives in infamy. Thanks, Em. Bye.